Hi everyone, I'll survive here. Welcome to the Obelisk of Khamoon, quite a labyrinthine level that gave me quite a few headaches when I was practicing it, but I'm going to show you how to get through it without using a med pack and with minimal problems. So let's do it. Welcome to this corridor. There is a keyhole and a closed door on the left. We will be finding a key for that very shortly. And if you come into this room, we have 4 blocks and we need to push, well, 2 of these at least out of the way in order to proceed. You could potentially do 4. I'll talk you through each of them as we come to them. If you come to this first one, you will see there is some water ahead, and if you fall down into it and start swimming, we'll be able to grab a key from in here. Spoiler alert, there is an alligator in the water that's probably chasing us by now, so if you climb out roughly about here and pull out Lara's magnums, I will see if I can get a lock on it and kill it. I'm using the magnums because hopefully I can shoot it before it swims out of sight. He says, just as it swims out of sight. Let's see if we can find it. I promise I won't take too long on this. If it's taking me forever to find the alligator, I will jump forward in the video so you don't have to watch me. But there we go, it's dead. And we do need it dead actually because we have to do a little bit of swimming around in here. And I don't fancy doing that while we're being eaten. If you swim into this little cubby hole here, there is the very first key item of the level. That's the sapphire key. And we're going to use that in the receptacle that we saw a few moments ago. There are also some magnum clips that are waiting down here. So if you snag those and then start swimming all the way around, there is also a small med pack that's hiding in a little cubby hole, which I believe is just around this next corner. Just in here. There we go. All right, now let's surface just to get a little bit of air and then we'll carry on swimming. Basically, if you see that strange mirror bowl thing that's on the pedestal, that's signifying our passageway out, which is also the passage we swam in through. It's through here. So backtrack and then come back to the room with the blocks. That is block 1 out of the way. Now, block 2. Oh boy, this will make you laugh/cry. You don't need to push this one. There is a panther on the other side that is quite tricky to avoid without taking damage. And there is a small med pack down there, so if you really want a small med pack, come down here. I will, just to show you where it's at, because I'm crazy and I'm thorough, and this is how I'm going to do it. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to dangle here for a bit, see if I can persuade the panther to come around the back of the sloped platform, just to give me a little bit of distance. Well, let's see how we do. Slide down, land, the panther will come for you. You can jump, you can run, you can jump again, you can crash into the wall, you can get eaten alive, and then die a slow death. Just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching my video. I will see you in the next one. Oh boy, let's try this again. Let's do it. Okay, slide down and then land and then get eaten alive and then jump and then start running and then jump again. And phew, you'll make it. All right, let's... Oh, I've got magnums. That'll be all right. You can use your pistols. It'll make more sense to because you'll save some ammo. But there we go. The panther is down. And welcome to this room that really serves no purpose whatsoever other than to look pretty, give you a panther to stress you out. And that door, by the way, that we've just opened is our exit path. So that's really all there is to it. But here we go. Be amazed. There is a small med pack waiting for you on this pillar if you really want it. And that's all there is in this room. And honestly, if you're only doing, or if you're doing a no meds run, rather, no point in getting it unless you're getting all items, I guess. In which case, knock yourselves out. Right, in other news, climb all the way back up here towards the exit door that we've just opened, and then line up and do a running jump across the way. Roll down, grab, dangle, drop. We're back in the room with the blocks. Welcome. Okay, so that is block number 2. Block number 3, there is just a passageway with a panther and nothing else. I'm going to bypass that unless you want all kills. If you do want all kills, enjoy. I'm going to come to this 4th block, which I'm pushing now, and I'm going to whip out... What should I go for? Let's go for the shotgun. Take out the shotgun, because as soon as we step into this corridor, we're going to get panthered. So start shooting, start jumping back, try not to get eaten, don't die, kill the panther. Again, there is only a small med pack in here, so if you're not too bothered, I really wouldn't go to all the trouble, honestly. But here it is. Get excited. That gate, by the way, that's in front of Lara is through to the corridor in the room behind the block that we didn't push. So that's all you'd get. You get a slightly different corridor with a gate. Fun times. Right, we do kind of need to push this block anyway, though. So I'm going to push it forward once and then 3 times to the right because it will give us access to a door that we haven't opened yet. It's just up there, but we will do soon. So get pushing and pulling. And while I'm doing this, let me tell you about my week. I have preached 2 sermons this week. I mentioned in my last video that I'm doing Christian ministry training. And this week I preached 2 sermons, one on Proverbs and one from a book called 2 Kings, and about a prophet called Elisha who raised the Shunammite woman's son from the dead. It was great. They both went kind of well. More on those later. Or not. Okay, there is the block. It's in position. There is the closed door, and we're going to go and unlock it. And to do that, we can bring our sapphire key back to this keyhole that we passed earlier and slip the key into the receptacle. This will open that door above the block and also the door next to us. That leads through to a room that we will go to eventually, but not by this route. So you can go through there now if you want, but it will be quicker if you come this way because you have to come this way anyway. So hop up and then climb up and get ready to maybe die again. I'm going to get Lara's shotgun ready. We're going to have a face-to-face confrontation with a mummy, and there isn't really an easy way of avoiding it other than praying and having a positive mental attitude, charging in, shooting and jumping. Let's see how we do. Okay, charge in, shoot, jump, roll, shoot again, jump backwards, shoot it. Try not to die in the explosion. We did it. You may get away with not losing any health at all there. Just see how you do. You can always reload, I guess, if you are doing saves. Here is a switch we need. This will lower the drawbridge around the eponymous Obelisk of Khamoon, and you will see a key item waiting at the very end of it. And you can come to that newly lowered drawbridge here and snag it. This is the Eye of Horus, I believe, and we need, as I say, all 4 of those. There is 1 of 4. And then, actually, we don't need to backtrack on ourselves. We can now go down into the room with the water. So do a fancy jump off the ledge and down into the pool and swim around for a bit. There are some magnum clips waiting for you down here, so collect those. This is the room with the water that we saw previously through the door that we unlocked, which is just over there. So you could have come in through this doorway and grabbed them. So we've got the magnums from the seabed. We've got some shotgun shells here. And the next way we need to go is over here. So start making your way over. I'm going to do a running jump onto this platform and then a standing jump and hold action to go through here and down the sandy slope. Oh boy, I don't like going down slopes backwards. I always feel like I'm going to slide into danger, but you're quite safe here. And actually, we can shoot out some baddies from a safe distance. So if you get your pistols out so you don't waste ammunition, there are 2 panthers in here that we can gleefully shoot without fear of taking damage because we're on a ledge and they can't reach us, and let them just run around stupidly in circles. There is the first one, and okay, being clever, going out of my line of sight. Okay, just if you don't mind taking the time, I'm just going to hang out here. We're in no rush. We've got all day to finish the Obelisk of Khamoon. Man, this is quite tedious. Right, they are both dead. Welcome to the new room. There isn't much else in here besides the panthers. What we actually need to do is scale it and climb all the way to the very top. So let's start by walking to about here and doing a jump and a grab upwards. This may take a while, so stay caffeinated. Okay, then you can do a running jump over to this next ledge. And then you can do a running jump and a grab over to this platform here, and then pull Lara up. The way we need to go, as I say, is upwards, but we're going to take another wee detour for a med pack. Med packs, you're killing me today. Do a running jump over to this column here, and then over to this platform, and collect the large med pack if you want it. I don't, but I'm just showing you where it is. Yoink. Okay, there is a room down there on the right that you can go down to into if you want, but there are only mummies in there, in fact 2 of them, and you have to shoot them at close quarters, and I've got no interest in putting myself in danger if I don't have to, so I'm going to miss them. If you really want to go and fight them, God bless and good luck. I'm going back this way though, much nicer. Do a running jump back over to this platform here, and then you can carry on making your way around the room. Okay, the next way we need to go is up, so do a standing jump and a grab, and then turn around in this direction and do a running jump over. And then you can vault up on top of this column I'm going to do a little roll and then a standing jump and a grab so I can pull up. And we're very nearly at the top of the room. We now need to do a running jump over to this next platform. So line up, don't go careering off the edge and plunge to your doom. And then you can line up with this one. Hop back and do a running jump and a grab. And now you are completely safe. Rejoice. Hashtag not for long, because we're about to confront another mummy at close quarters. So let's see if we can do that without dying. I'm going to get my shotgun ready and watch despairingly as my shotgun ammo slowly depletes. Do a standing jump and a grab, and then pull Lara up. Whip out your shotgun and then come to this first step. Start shooting. There is the mummy. Should take 3 shots. It will die in a ball of flames and we'll be safe. All right, welcome. There are some items over there. That's a secret. We're going to get that later on. Before then, pull this switch and you will drop the second drawbridge to the next item. And we're going to start doing something about trying to get that now. There's a door there right in front of Lara. We're going to open that later on. But the first thing you want to do is go down into that room there with yet another slope. So I'm going to dangle down this way and then slide down. No immediate danger down here, so take a breather. I will be readying Lara's magnums at the bottom though, because we're going to fight yet another panther at close quarters, and he's going to come charging out of the darkness when we reach about here. So start shooting. I was a bit preemptive there. I'm jumpy. I'm getting nervous. Shoot at the panther. Jump backwards. And then you're safe and you come through into this passageway. He was actually guarding some magnum clips which are hiding behind this pillar. So collect those and then we can come round to what we actually came here to do, which is pull a switch which is just hiding in this cubby hole up here. So pull up into the cubby hole and then come to the lever and pull it. You'll hear a very strange noise that's not giving too much away. That has actually turned the sandy slope that we slid down into a staircase, which is useful because it means we can climb out. But when we reach halfway, we will actually be able to access the lowered drawbridge that will give us access to the second item that we need from the obelisk. So while you're while you're making your way over there, collect these shotgun shells. And then, am I brave enough to attempt a standing jump over to that blue platform there? Yeah, let's try it. Jump. Yay, we're through. And then you come through this little doorway here. And there is the Ankh. There is the obelisk. We have a still upright drawbridge on the right. But we can make our way over to the lowered one this way. If you do a standing jump and then come over onto this blue platform, onto the lower drawbridge. And there is item number 2. We've got the Ankh. And we keep getting that camera angle of the closed door. By the time we pick up the 4th item, that door will open and that will actually be our exit path. And actually that's going to take us back into the previous level, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for that. In other news, come up this staircase, we have a useless large med pack waiting for us, but a very useful switch. So make sure you switch the switch like that. You get another strange noise that has turned another sandy slope into a staircase in the room we were just in, but we're going to go and sort that out in a short while. We've got another drawbridge to lower, and to do that we're going to come into this mysterious room. There are 2 mummies. If you go all the way down to ground level, you will be attacked by 2 mummies and you'll have to kill them. I'm going to bypass them completely because I like safety, and I'm going to show you how you can do that too. We're also going to get our first secret of the level in this room. So if you come to this ledge and shimmy across, you can make your way past this block that's in your way and then pull up here, and there is a ledge just to the right of Lara that you may be able to see. If you do a standing jump and grab, sorry about the really bad camera angles, you could pull up into this area, and here is the first secret of the level. We've got a large med pack and we've got some magnum clips waiting there, and there is also another item that we can get. So if you come to about here, and I think it's a running jump, do a running jump over to this ledge and then a standing jump. There are some shotgun shells that are waiting in the corner of the room. So make your way over by whatever means necessary and grab them. They're not a secret, but they're good to have, and I think my shotgun ammo is actually a lot lower than I wanted it to be, which isn't fun. Hopefully I can get through this game without death. Okay, when you've got them, you can drop and dangle here. There is a little sort of passageway staircase thing there, but you really don't need to go that way. The correct way to go is here. You can drop and dangle, and then drop and dangle again, and then shimmy round to the right. We're basically going to work our way right around the room without ever going down to ground level. It does mean doing a slightly dodgy jump that you might not want to do, but I'm going to show you how to do it. And if you can perfect it, it does make life so much quicker and easier. Okay, so you can drop down here and then run to about here, and then drop back and dangle again, and then shimmy over to the right. A lot of shimmying in this level, a lot of shimmying in this room, and just, yeah, a very climby, complex level. I mean, it's a good level. It's very Tomb Raider, don't get me wrong, but there were so many corridors linking to other corridors and so much backtracking. When I was practicing, I was just like, I have no idea what order I'm even going to record this in. But anyway, drop here and walk to the very edge and do a hop back and a running jump and a grab to this ledge. And then if you come through this little doorway on the left, there is a, whoops, not there, there is a lever that you can pull. And it was well worth all your shimmying. That is the next drawbridge down, and we're going to go get that item in a hot sec. And here comes the dodgy jump. What I'm going to try to do is a running jump and a grab over to that ledge there, which is totally possible. Let's see if I can do it first time. Gonna have to hop back and kind of angle as we run. Let's see how we do. So do a running jump, turn in the air, hold down action, pray, and then go over to the left inelegantly and pull yourself up. And this is so much quicker because otherwise you have to go all the way down to ground level and then climb your way back up and shoot the mummies. And I don't want to shoot things. I just want to get my pieces and get out of here. So climb up and then return to the room with the obelisks or the single obelisk rather, and the lots of items. And voila, we've got the scarab. I think that piece is called the scarab. It's our third item anyway. Now we need to backtrack slightly. You may remember that we turned a sandy slope into a staircase when we pulled that switch. And we're actually going to go into that room now. So going back into the room with all the slopes and the staircases, which is here. And here's the new staircase. Isn't it pretty? Climb up and then just start making your way up to the top of the room. Jump and a hop up. And gosh, is there any way I can make this more interesting? Not really. It's Tomb Raider. You get the drill. Okay, when you reach the top, you can turn to the right and then do a running jump and a grab and prepare for more shimmying around here to the right. Yes, my sermon on Two Kings. I'm in a small group of men. We're an all men's group, and we do our little sermons to each other, and then we give each other feedback. And the feedback that I was given was it was very well delivered, but it didn't really glorify God or point to Jesus. Now, when you're a Christian, those are quite important things, but apparently the presentation style was excellent. So even though they didn't agree with what I was saying, I talked nonsense very well, a bit like these videos. Okay, come to the very edge of this gold block and then drop down. You'll see another sandy slope. What did I say? Another sandy slope that we're going to staircaseify in a minute or two. In fact, we're going to do it right now. Pull this lever and you'll hear the strange noise. And as if by magic, there'll be a staircase waiting for you. So once again, you can start climbing your way up. All the way to the top, I'm just doing standing jumps and climbs. That seems to be the optimum method. And then you can do a roll and a dangle, and you'll be able to hear a mummy groaning at you. So don't go charging up there just yet, unless you're super brave. I'm going to choose the very brave method of taking out my magnums and jumping up and shooting twice. Because as you see, there is a mummy up here. And even though it will take a couple of minutes to kill it using this method, it's way safer. Because not only is it dangerous to fight these things face to face, they also, as you may have noticed, they tend to blow up when they die, a bit like that. And if you're caught in the explosion, you can lose a lot of health. And I'm not interested in doing that when I'm trying not to use a med pack. Anyway, welcome to the new room. When the mummy is dead, make sure you pull this switch because that will lower the final drawbridge. And before you go there, there is a small med pack for you to collect if you want it. And then there is another lever, and this is actually going to be our exit path, and it's going to take us back to where we were. So pull the switch, this will open this door, and we're back in this room, if you remember this from earlier. And the way we're going to go this time is across the way here, again returning to an area that we saw previously. You will recognise it in a sec. Dangle down, This was where we killed the mummy on the staircase. And I mentioned there's an item on top of that pillar. That's a secret. And what I didn't mention before is there are some more items down here. So we're going to collect those now. Yay, it's a small med pack. It's not like I've never seen one of those before. So collect that. And more excitingly, there are 2 Magnum Clips pickups for your entertainment and pleasure. So grab those. There's the first one. And the second one is here. And then when you have purloined those, you can roll and then make your way out of this pit. And we're going to see how safely we can get the second secret. And actually, by far the hardest part of doing that is making your way past these pillars without falling to your death, because they do like to push Lara off. Okay, make your way to this tile and then line up with the Uzi clips and just do a normal running jump. Don't grab, and you'll trigger the second secret. We have wait for it, a small med pack and some Uzis, which, or some Uzi clips. We're not actually getting the Uzis until the next level. So enjoy those. Now, the next thing we need to do is another dodgy jump with some fall damage. You'll see there's another one of those circular white mirror bowl things, whatever it is, on top of that pillar. We actually need to do a running jump over to there without grabbing. So do a running jump, try to land, plunge to your death, and that's actually the end of the game. That's where Tomb Raider ends. That's the proper ending. No, I wish. Ladies and gents, I'm going to reload. I will see you back at this spot. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if I can do it without dying. Do a running jump without grabbing over to the platform. There we go. You will take some fall damage, but hopefully you won't die like I did. Cough splitter. Right, okay, we now have the large med pack and the Uzi clips, even more Uzi clips. By the time we get the Uzis in the next level, we're going to be laughing. We do still have one final thing to do though, very important for finishing this level. Get the final key item from the obelisk, which is here, and I believe this is called the Seal of Anubis. Avanubis or Vanubis? It's an item anyway, we need it. And the door has now opened, so you can do a funky sideways jump into the water and start swimming. I think the way to go is this way. I mean, it doesn't really matter which way you swim, but this way's probably quicker. Yeah, that's the door we need to go through, and make sure you've got full breath on your breathometer because we've got a long swim and some items to collect. So get swimming. I'm going to head down, and I can never remember which way to go. Usefully, I think it's straight ahead. Good, off we go. There is a med pack waiting in this cubbyhole. No, it's Magnum clips. There's a med pack somewhere. I'm sure of it. We'll see. Magnum clips there, and if you swim a bit further, there's another cubbyhole here on the left. There's a med pack. Collect it if you want it. Yoink. And directly opposite, there are some shotgun shells. So grab those too, and then swim to the right and keep swimming. We've got a long swim ahead and not very much air, but we should be able to make it without dying. In fact, there are more items we can collect, and I'm going to see if I can get them all before Lara suffocates, and probably not. No, I'll get these shotgun shells. There's a small med pack in this little area as well, but I'm not risking my life for it like I'm risking my life for these shotgun shells. Okay, go up, Lara. Breathe. And yeah, speaking of death, there is a mummy up there as well. So we're going to see if we can do something about that without dying. There's a small med pack in this corner. Oh, and I forgot there is some Magnum clips as well. So get the small med pack and then collect the Magnum clips from there. And now let's see if we can get the mummy without death. I'm going to surface and get Lara's shotgun ready. Basically, you want to try and climb out directly opposite the mummy if you can. So there's maximum distance. So climb out, roll, take out your weapon, start shooting. Kill it before it kills you. Kaboom. It's gone. Phew. I've not actually had much trouble with that mummy in my practices. So hopefully you won't either. And you can celebrate. There are some Magnum clips waiting for you on this ledge. 2 sets, in fact. So grab those. There is the first lot. And there is lot number 2. And we're very nearly done with this level. We just need to make our way back to the city of Khamoon and put the key items into the key slots in order to open the door through to the next level. So let's crack on with that. We're now actually back in the city level here. And don't go charging off into the unknown just yet, because there is a mummy waiting for you down at the bottom, and I'm just going to take him out safely with my pistols from here. And it may take a little while, but better to conserve ammo. I think we've got some tough levels ahead, and I want my ammo to be ready. Okay, or to be full rather. When the mummy is dead, you can jump through into this room, and there is a large med pack waiting for you here. Great if you want it. So collect that and then climb up onto the sand dunes, and we need to make our way over to those platforms over there. So get there by whatever means necessary. I'm going to climb up and then turn to the left and climb up in this direction. There are no more baddies. There's only goodness from now on. There is actually another final item we can collect. You may remember this area from the city of Khamoon in the last video. If you come back through to this Sphinx, we don't have the key anymore, unfortunately, so we can't replay the level. Wouldn't that be fun? But there are some shotgun shells. Did I say magnum clips before? I can't remember. I can't remember what I said 20 seconds ago, honestly, but it's ammunition. It's all good. We need it. I like it a lot. Right, anyway, let's see if we can wrap this up. Here is the pillar that we need to slot the items into. Put the scarab into this first slot. You will actually need to select them one at a time. It won't auto-select them for you. So you'll need to match the items in your inventory to the shapes. This one is the Seal of Anubis. So let's slot that in. And slightly annoyingly, the camera does like to cut away every time we put an item in. But we're not in a rush. We've got all the time in the world. Crash into the wall and then put the ankh piece into the receptacle. That's item number 3. After this final one, the doors will burst open and we'll be done. And, oh, come on, Lara, please. I just want to finish. I want to be done with this labyrinth level. Do a standing jump over to here. And then finally, we can put the Eye of Horus into the slot. And we will be done. The doors will open and we can head on through. The doors, incidentally, are in this direction. So just make your way over the sand, through the open door. Say hi to the palm trees, and we will finish the Obelisk of Khamoon. And breathe. Okay, we did manage to just about get all 3 secrets, 12 kills. I'm trying to work out how many kills there would have been. If I got everything, it probably would have been... Oh, I missed at least 4 mummies, I think, and a panther. So yeah, if you're going for all kills, your total probably will be a lot higher. Ladies and gents, thank you for bearing with me on this complicated video. That is the Obelisk of Khamoon. I will see you in the next one, the Sanctuary of Skion. Not sure when it will be. Hopefully it won't be too long. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Au revoir.